I don't think there was any yellow ochre in this. But anyways, yeah, Atlanta was cool. The students all did really neat interpretations, I would say. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to thin this way down. And I'm going to go ahead and just like black in this, his like neck thing. Yeah. Had a few students who'd never even attempted non-metallic before, and unsurprisingly, they kind of tend to do better than some of the students who have because they haven't developed bad habits or anything. No, there was definitely another color. I think it was royal brown. Royal brown. Show us the gambler? No. No. I'm not putting a bunch of naked figures up on stream. Are you trying to get me in trouble on Twitch and YouTube? That ain't happening. But thanks for the tier 1. Hi, Minimancer. Yeah, something like this. Yeah, I had a good time. The Atlanta crew is pretty cool. Pretty cool group. Mr. Aaron Lovejoy attended the class. And yeah. Toughest, did you get your gambler's chest yet? Ah, okay. Yeah, I still need to finish some of those. In fact, I've still got to finish some of the core monsters. But I'm thinking the next project after this guy will probably be one of the Gambler's Chest monsters that's not the Gambler. So... Hi, Laughing Assassin. How are you? Either the crocodile or Atlas. Probably not the God Hand, just because he's like so far down the line. Yeah, not the Bone Eaters either. Can't do those on stream. I mean, I guess I could if I, like, you know, put blue tack over his junk. I'll just paint that up first. Nah, Atlas, there's nothing weird on Atlas, I don't think. And the Bone Eaters should be stream safe. They're no worse than any Leonardo statue. They're basically just like Italian Renaissance statues that are a little weird. But, you know, can't have kids looking at that. That would be terrible if they were exposed to, you know, classical art. Won't someone think of the poor children? But maybe I'll throw it up to a viewer poll or a Discord poll. Hey, which one do you guys want me to paint? I'm pretty sure my roommate wants me to paint the crocodile first. Yes, by that logic, he should be, but he isn't. I'm not sitting here arguing whether something should be safe to stream on Twitch. I'm saying whether it is or not. But it's fine. I can paint all the gore and guts I want. But don't let Jeff Bezos see you looking at a picture of the David. I'll make a tiny post-it note fig leaf to put on the bone eaters. Evening. I don't know. For you guys who are getting it, what's going to be the first one y'all paint? Anything in particular that you're excited for? The Axerman family. So what's up with them? So they're all supposed to go on the same base, right? I didn't really look through any of the philosophies or anything. Dude, the scouts are cool. Yeah, I probably need to paint one of the scouts pretty early also, because you need them for the People of the Dream campaign. So yeah, I'll probably do a scout. But so the Axerman family, are you supposed to put them all on the same base, or you actually put them on a separate base? I didn't read anything about like what their philosophy or fighting art or anything is. But then again, you guys haven't gotten yours yet, so how would you know? Sitting here asking rhetoricals. think these are supposed to be real flames. It's just weird that his like gauntlet turns into flames like halfway through. Boom, boom, boom. What else? Gold. All this tiny trim. I also need to get my Phoenix painted because he's part of the people of the whatever, people of the dream. I never really painted the Phoenix because we didn't play him that often. Kind of sucks. He's an a-hole. Okay. So that sketch is roughly done. Now we can start to highlight. Push the lights on some of this. Has there been any news from Gen Con yet? Has anybody seen what release thing they have for Gen Con? Yeah, weren't they supposed to do that, like, Giga Lion version of the Butcher? What is that? What are those things called? Yeah, the vignette. I don't even remember what that figure looks like, because there's also the Ancient Butcher. Isn't he like standing on a pile or something? Yeah, the Ancient looks awesome. Ancient Butcher looks super cool. Yeah. I also have not flipped through all of the philosophies and things. I don't want to like get spoiled on a bunch of stuff, but just to look at the artwork. Because it is a big release and there is a lot of new artwork in the Gambler's Chest. I can look and not show it on stream. Yeah. He's taking people's faces off. No, there's nothing wrong with that. You can totally show that on Twitch. Okie dokie. Alright. What are the big... So let's finish the highlights on this bottom section. Like his belt, whatever. So Steve, you're painting something for the Gen Con painting contest. I think you showed me the one you were working on. Unless it's a different piece. Yeah. I'm so out of the hobby swing. Moving had me off for almost a month. I just got desk built today. The new place and Baldur's Gate 3 drops tomorrow, so I don't know how much it'll be. Yeah, I'd like to play Baldur's Gate 3, but I don't have the time. But that's alright. It's not going anywhere. I've been able to play the beta for, 2 years, and I haven't touched it yet, so I think I'll be alright. Hi, Dave. Hola, Sergio. ¿Qué tal? Yeah, that's the one where he's like sitting. It's pretty cool. Alright, what's blinking? It's annoying me. Is it this camera or is it the palette? You guys gone to Ejercito? Ejercito is... What is Ejercito? Why do I get a feeling it's... depends on the context here? No? Army? Is it always army? No. I am not continuing to paint my army. Es una figura para caridad. La caridad de Nova Open. Es una rifa. Puedes ganar todos los Primarchs. Como uno de José da Vinci y Matteo, Shadows for Colors, Alessandro Natale, Tim Marsh, y mucho más. He asked me if I was still painting my army for those. No, this is a charity figure. It's going to be raffled by the Nova Open Charitable Foundation. We've got a lot of people painting one. You can win all of the Primarchs. One from Jose da Vinci, one from Matteo Carnevale, Tim Marsh from Journeyman. And many more. I haven't touched one of my own personal Kill Team figures since I painted the, what's it called? The Carcharodon Astra. The Space Shark. Who is injured now? He's got a concussion? A severe concussion. So he has to sit out some games. No, I am just busy with box arts at the moment. I am currently painting a new one for nothing I can show. I can tell you who I'm painting for. One of them has been shown already, but the sculpt has been shown. I am currently working on a new one for Hera. It should come out. Yeah, it should come out at the end of this month. And I've got to paint one of the Adrian Smith figures for Black Sun, sculpted by the fantastic Patrick Masson. And yeah. Estoy muy ocupado en este momento. Yes, one of the ones. It's actually 4 of the ones. Hi, the Pixel Savage. Y tengo una figura especial de Big Águila para Sergio. Es enorme. Y el año próximo tengo una figura especial para Golden Demon. I'll just keep talking in Spanish I'll just give away all my secrets in Spanish. So you guys have to try and translate. You're like, I understood that name that you said. Tengo dos figuras para una persona Inglaterra. Es una marca con un YouTube. Esta persona tiene muchas Golden Demons y una espalda. Una espalda, I guess. I said dos figuras. I also said where they're from. No. Incorrecto. It's an AMA with Eric, but I can only answer in Spanish. No, Inglaterra. Ask me anything. All right, that's starting to look pretty good. Pretty good. It's not bad. Hmm. Hmm. It's too bad no one on YouTube will be able to read the chat replay to see what you said, Topulus. That I do not know. But I know they've been teasing it for a while. I did not confirm or deny what the figures were. I just to your statement. Maybe you've got the right person and you've got the wrong figures. Maybe I'm just making it all up. Me gusta trollar. Yeah, how long ago did you order it? Ooh, that's a heck of an order. That's some wait time right there. 5 months. Did I see the new one? No. Link. I don't keep up to date with all the figures. There's too many. Es imposible. Huh. Can't tell if I like it or not. A little static. It's not bad, it's just kind of... La pose es un poco estático, right? Is that right? Or estático? Un poco estático? Now I have to check. No, it was estático. See, Dave, I just need to trust myself. See, mind works. You agree about me trusting myself, or you agree about me saying that the pose is a little static? Fair miniatures. Fernando. I've seen some of the new figures. A couple of them are quite cool. Even, well, I won't say anything. Because I don't know what's coming out when. I guess it doesn't only have to be one day. Sí, el vampiro. This boy is shiny now. He's so bling. Whoa, loud. AC miniatures. The big rain. Hola, bienvenido. Gracias por el raid. Hi. What's going on? What were you doing? What were you working on? May not get beard hair in my palette. How is everyone doing on this fine Wednesday? The Seraphon squad. For Age of Sigmar or for Warcry? I did not know that Warcry has stuff besides Chaos Dudes now. But then again, I only bought a Warcry model years ago when it first came out because I wanted to paint it for Golden Demon. And then I forgot to bring it with me. Thanks. But honestly, it wasn't really that good, so. No, that has nothing to do with it. What really it is I cared so little about it that I just forgot I did it. That's the real answer. Thanks. Have a good one. I got him in here somewhere. Where is he? I did this guy like years ago. A few many moons ago. Painted this guy up with the intention of entering him in Golden Demon, and then was like, nah. I forgot. It's okay. It could be better. He's like, look at my axe. I have an axe. Or maybe it's a club. I think it would technically qualify as a club. But anyways, yeah, I painted this dude and it's whatever. They were cool figures though. I liked these guys. Untamed beasts. Okie dokie. How much more do I want to work on the gold right now? I kind of want to jump to something else. Alright, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go smoke. And then I'll figure out what I want to work on more of. Welcome. Welcome, Raiders. What were you doing? Hi, new people. We're working on Mr. Vulkan here. Some basing. Luis. All right. Let's just paint the dragon skull and the wings for funsies. Just so you know, change it up. Did you guys see the new Marvel Crisis Protocol starters? I think they're pretty cool. Bring, bring, bring. Thanks for following. All right. We're going to grab just a touch of this brown. So, get this white areas layered up. You know what? I think I'm going to do a little skull right here white also. So I'm going to paint the center back in black. Had it gold, but I think I want to do it white just to add some variety to this badge. Oh, hey, you guys, want to see something? We haven't finished it yet, but you guys know who this is? This is not for me. This is my roommate is making an intercession kill team. These are not mine. He's not mine. You will not see. Notice he doesn't have a Death Watch shoulder pad on. Where's the thing? Where's the little thing? Is it right here? Hold on, maybe this helps. You forgot to clip a little thing off of there. Now, does anybody know what this is? Disappointing. My audience truly cares none about Warhammer. I think his name's Malum Cato. He's the main character of that bolt gun game that came out. I think it's a pretty decent conversion. And no, I'm not going to freehand a Death Watch shoulder pad on him. Are you crazy? I might go crazy with the freehands, but I'm not that crazy. You got a stick figure horse. And you're going to compare that to a bunch of freehand lettering. I do have to do one eventually when I get back to... After I do some Kingdom Death and other stuff. I do want to do one with like checkerboards and a, what are they called? Lamenter. Any more new Black Crow in the pipeline? Sí, pero no dice. I will not say. No. ¿Decía? ¿Cuándo? No decía cuándo. Dire? I will not say. Pero no diré cuando. There you go. Well, there's always new. It's not like they just stopped producing figures. Yeah, so that's the most non-answer ever. Yes, but I won't say when. So eventually. There's always new figures. Give us your money. Oh, dang. Gotta listen to the Transformers! More than meets the eye. Well, you got the touch. You got the touch. Dun, dun, dun. You got the power. Bum, 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 bum. That's Dave and I's tradition. Whenever we go on a road trip, we have to listen to the 1980, whatever it was, 86? Transformer soundtrack. more than meets the eye. Transformers! Robots in disguise. Ba 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 ba. I'm just saying, that's one of the greatest movie soundtracks ever made. What is the greatest movie soundtrack ever made? I'm not including movie scores in this conversation. That's different. Because then you could be like Lord of the Rings or Braveheart or Star Wars. That's a different conversation. Is it? Is it actually good? The Crow? I don't remember the Crow soundtrack. I remember the 96 Godzilla soundtrack? The American terrible one with Matthew Broderick? It was actually a pretty good soundtrack. Desperado is pretty good. Forrest Gump is quite good. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1 was pretty great. 2's not bad, and I haven't even listened to 3. Top Gun. Top Gun's strong. Some Kenny Loggins. Same with Caddyshack. Don't matter what about me. You got to give me a stand. Won't you just let me be? Come on, babe. Nah, you're not wrong. Top Gun's a good one. It's a strong soundtrack. Umbrella Academy? Really? Why does it show you as a first-time chatter, Sir Morgenstern? I'm sure this is not the first time you've said something in chat. Pulp Fiction's got a really great soundtrack. Actually, honestly, most, really? That's a score. Because Grease I feel like you can't really count musicals because they're music written for the movie as opposed to like, you know, a collection of songs. Swan Forge. Hello. I know it says soundtrack. I mean, I guess it is technically a soundtrack, but it feels more like a score because it's like songs written for the movie. Hi, Nate's not dead. Alright, what were you guys doing? What were you doing? Thanks for all the followers. Oh yeah. We're under attack! That's my raid notification. John Wick? Really? Did John Wick have a good soundtrack? I can't even remember I don't think John Wick had a great soundtrack. I can't remember it at all. The Neuro Thicker? I don't even want to know. Don't know if I want to know what that is. Well, guess what? Sophist. You can, oh, Neurolictor. That makes way more sense. So you can win this model eventually. It is going to be part of the Nova Open Charitable Foundation raffle, where you can win all 18 Primarchs. Yeah, if we're talking score, musical scores, that's our film scores. That's way different, because then we could get into like anything like Dune or anything by John Williams, Inception. I'm sure it was. The only problem is I bet he rammed it down your throat like he always does, and it's all you could hear. Yeah, Lord of the Rings, definitely top 5. No, it's just Christopher Nolan and his weird, like, sound mixing on movies where he, like, makes the music way too loud and you can't hear the dialogue. Yeah, it's not live yet, but when it does, let's see, Nova Open Charitable Foundation. So I'll post a link to it when it goes live, but when the raffle happens, it will go on here. If you've seen anything about the big Squidmar diorama, that's what, that's what that's for. So yeah, you mean the Warlord Titan. I like Emil, but he can be very cheesy sometimes. I get it. He's playing it up for YouTube. He's hamming it up. I hope it raises a bunch of money for a good cause. It is for the Doctors Without Borders and the Breast Cancer Research Foundation. Save the booba. Save the booba, win some Primarchs. Who can't agree with that, right? Why would you put tiny little rivets on here? So unnecessary. Alright, let's put some sparks on the gold, and then I think we're pretty good with the gold. I'm gonna put one more little wash over top of this, actually, before I do that. I want to tone some of the flame parts down just a little bit. A little more contrast on them. Some small adjustments. Okay. Smash. Vulkan smash. Who's Angelo DiCello painting? I'm trying to remember. I think he's painting Calgar or something. If you guys don't know who Angelo DiCello is, I believe he is still the most winning Golden Demon entrant of all time. He has more Golden Demons than anyone else. He is not the most Slayer Sword winning entrant anymore. He got passed by somebody? Somebody passed him. But he does have more. Not Calgar, Rebute Gilliman. Bobby G. Same chapter. But yeah, he's got more individual trophies than anyone else. He's pretty good at painting Warhammer. Who's doing Lorgar? I can tell you. Lorgar. Let me see. Jose Da Vinci is doing Lorgar. Yep, I was right. Angelo DiCello is doing Rebute Gilliman. And Mr. Andy Wardle is painting Sanguinius. There's a few spoilers for you. All right. And then the back of the shoulder pad. Paint the rivets, pick out some of these details. These shoulder pads are way too fancy. Like, I don't even know what's going on in here, so I'm just going to paint some noise. Nobody's looking at that part anyways. And it's some flames, but it's all crazy. So you just paint little spot highlights to make it look kind of shiny. Cool. Okay. Tabard. Or whatever the heck these things are called. His little Roman-esque leather straps. Roman? Greek? I think Roman. I like that. His vertical belts. Ah, yes, you know, the vertical belts. Those are called tassets, except they're in the wrong spot. They're actually supposed to be on like the front of the thigh. Do you pronounce the P? Is that like pterodactyl where you just don't because it's Greek? Taruges? Taruges? I don't know. I don't think that's Latin. PT definitely looks like Greek. Here we go. We'll do the old YouTube thing.
Taruges.
I was pretty close. Taruges. Ah, yes. I must paint the Taruges. Do you guys like your Space Marines with Taruges? Zach Attacks Minis. Hello. Welcome. Thanks for raiding. I had a few raids tonight. AC and who was it? The Swan Forge and who else? The Highland Hobbyist. Thanks everyone. Sorry if you guys are behind some ads. Jeff Bezos needs another rocket. Jeffrey Bezos. Jeffrey Bezos. Will become a billionaire, Dave. Okay. A multi-billionaire. What would you call it? Like a mega billionaire? Because I don't think you're even buying a rocket with mega millions money. Nah, dude. I don't think 1.5 billion or whatever it is you're gonna win from the lotto is getting you rocket ship money. Private jet money? Yeah, you could do that. Good, how are you, Antifreeze? I'm painting Tarujas. Vertical belts. Thanks, Zagatag. Thanks for following. The word of the day is Tarujas. Hi, Reedy. Thanks for 6 months. 6 month tier 1. Appreciate it. Ridiculed. Alright, let's do something. Let's grab some orange. Actually, you know what would probably be better? Just probably base it with the yellow first. Because this yellow's pretty strong. then we can put the orange over top of it. And then we can paint more yellow if we need. This new game color, Vallejo game color, yellow. It's pretty strong. It's pretty strong. Fire. Fire. I don't know. Something like that. I think flames are supposed to shoot out of the front of the gauntlet there, guy. You can't get your brush tip to behave like that? What kind of brushes are you using? Here's what you guys don't see. The one thing you don't see on camera is there's a paper towel right here, and after I take it out of the water, I roll it on the paper towel. See, it's not just like a brush. It's not just like a thing. I roll it. Keep rolling, you know? And then, whoop. Perfect tip. How long does a brush last me? I will answer that in not hours, but in miniatures. Normally like 1.5 big minis, like 75mm miniatures. Smaller miniatures like Warhammer figures, like 5, 6. And that means at peak performance, right? I'm not talking about like usable. A brush is usable much longer than what its like peak performance is. But if I'm trying to do like freehands and little small detail work, like super precision work, then yeah, probably like only like 1.5 big figures. Well, perhaps you should try the fine folks at Artis Opus. Okay. And that's pretty much every brand. There is... It doesn't matter if it's a Series 7 Artis Opus, whatever. With as much painting as I do, you just go through brushes. It is inevitable. And talking to my other professional painting peers, you know, my triple P's, that seems pretty standard. That seems to be about what they go through. All right, here we go. Got a nice bright yellow base coat. Make sure I didn't miss anything on the flames. Got to get all down into getting into the recesses is the most important on painting these flames, because we want the deepest parts to be the brightest. If you want to make convincing flames, you do them in reverse. Vector Calculus, thank you for the follow. I hate when people go to black on flames. Like, why? Are you trying to get me to like go on a rant? Is that it? Are you baiting me right now? I feel like that's anger bait. Rage bait. No, of course I don't. Because it doesn't make any sense. The only time you should put black on your flames is if there's sculpted smoke. Correct. It doesn't make sense. Fire is light, and light does not emit black, so your flames should not have black on them. It don't make no sense. The deepest you should go is like maybe like a deep orange. I don't even really like red on my flames. Now, deep orange could have like a little bit of red in it, but like a pure red. What if it is black fire? Then you paint it purple. Hi, Striker. Look, I'm on the flames now, all right? I'm fired up. I'm angry. Get it? I'm fired up. All right, there's no room for humor when you're talking about flames. Don't boo me, it wasn't that bad. It was actually legitimately unintentional pun. Nah. All right. That's very wet because I had to put a lot of paint on it to get into all the gaps and everything. So I'm going to go take a quick break and I'll be back in a few. It is for charity. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. It will be raffled later with the rest of the Primarchs. I am only painting one of the 18. So, I'm going to smoke. I will be back in a few. Don't run off. Or do. I mean, I can't stop you. All right. Ba 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 ba. Some orange. Yep, some ZZ Top. Lagrange. How. Right, so we make ourselves a nice yellow orange. Yep, that's me. Let me bring the camera slightly this way. Nope. It's too good, Dave. I don't want to get copyright struck on, you know, on YouTube for being too accurate to the song. Beep 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 beep. Okay. Now we'll take a little bit of the moon yellow. Kind of, while that's still slightly wet, just sort of wet blend in between. We still have multiple layers to do, but good to just get a little bit of that in there. Alright, well this is still pretty yellowish, and I can make a nice highlight. Just gonna go around and put an edge highlight on some of these green parts. Just to create a bit of, I'm not trying to go crazy on an OSL effect, but you know, a few little spots looks good. Bring, bring, bring. Hello. Dicall. Do you mostly work in opaque colors or switch it up with the transparencies? So, I sketch mostly in opaque, then I make transitions in slightly layer consistency, so I begin to use what I would call patches. So patching is like beginning to bridge the tones of the sketch with a bit more transparent, and then my finishing layer is typically like a glaze, which is done pretty fast. So for something like on here, where I just want to affect the top of this to make it look a bit orangish, right? Enough could be to just like glaze some of this orange over the top. So I start thick and then work my way thinner. Oh, no, they're more opaque paints. Okay. Now I can go to the orange. And I'll flip them again, so I'm painting towards the end of the flames. No reason to overthink this. Alright, something just like that. And then we'll go back to with a bit of the yellow again. Gonna smooth some of these transitions. Some of that little bit of yellow back in there towards the deepest part of the flame. Flame on. Yes, I am attending Nova. I'm teaching 4 classes, and I'm judging the masters. I am the master's judge. Well, they're all sold out, so hate to burst your bubble there. But all my classes are currently sold out, but I am teaching speed painting bus, OSL, and cast shadows. And then I'm doing a private, semi-private class. Alright, so now I'm going to jump to hot orange. Hot orange, which is like a slightly more reddish orange, and this is as far red as I'm going to go for these flames. Okay, red enough. If you want your flames to look like they're glowing, right? If you want them to look hot, you don't need to go any darker than that. Burning. What? How big was this model, Striker, that you spent more than a day on it? I don't believe it. Did you get sick halfway through? I'm just chasing you, by the way. Snickrot, or whatever his name is. Yeah, he's pretty cool. I like both, actually. The new one and the old one. I find it kind of weird they even made a new one. It's not like the old one was that bad, but I guess it was fine cast, so they needed to make a new one. Or they wanted to make a new one because he's fine cast. All right, flames. See? Burning. No need to go darker than that. No. I'm going to grab a little of this guy. A little orange. Right, because when you take orange and you put it on green, it desaturates. Yeah, you could go brighter. I mean, like white in the middle. You know, maybe put some ivory. Take some ivory and just like, boop. If you have to be careful putting too much of this, especially on little tiny flames like this, because if you put too much, you'll start to lose some of the color. Oh, fluorescence? Yeah. I would recommend, if you're going to use fluorescence, mix them with some like actual normal acrylic colors. One, they have kind of crappy coverage otherwise, and two, fluorescence light fastness, which is how quick they start to fade, is not that great. They fade pretty quickly, so I would be careful. Yeah, well, that's good. Even then, they can, like, you may not notice it immediately, but I bet if you looked at pictures of ones you did like a few years ago and ones you know, you may notice that the color has gone down a little bit. But just, you know. Yeah, you could absolutely use fluorescence. And then play with all your models under blacklight. It'd be super cool. So rad. I'm pulling some of that green color back in. And we can take the nice bright orangish yellow. Just hit a few spots. Okay. Flame. What else? What else? What else? What else? Guess, oh, we gotta put some highlights on the little skull man. I need to push the camera back. All right, let's see how he's looking with his head. A Vulkan. Arr. Hit him with your hammer. Bunch of weird pyromaniacs. Pretty cool. All right, let's take some of the orange. Not a whole lot of light can reach in here. We can do some of the details as if the fire is like lighting up some of these little mechanical bits inside. How many hours so far? Well, we're on this is part 3. So we're like 9 hours or something? 9 hours into the model, I think. I'm going to put a little orange on this gold up here, just to like create a kind of spillover effect to the flames. And then here, create a little more. Just put a glaze over top of this. On the inside there. Same over here. Hi, Nurgle Matthew. Thanks. Are you gonna love me, Nurgle Matthew, when I go to do the base and I paint all the dead bodies, all the dead Space Marines on it as Death Guard, though? Okay, cool. All right, let's here, these little spikes. Let's get some orange on them. They got a little messy. All right. That helps a bit. Now let's see what the head looks like. Yeah, it's better. All right, let's get fancy. Are you ready? You ready for this fanciness? I don't think you're ready for this shit. I don't think you're ready for this shit. I don't think you're ready for this. My oh so something. I don't know. I ran out of idea on the song. What I need is I just need to make a mark like this. Beep. But I want you to be able to see it from the top. Right, so we need to figure out what the main view is. Something like that. Right? And then we go until you can see the orange. Ah, there we go. See, now you can see it on top of his head. So you get a nice flame effect on his bald ass head. Mr. Chrome Dome here. Huh? All right. Let's grab a proper red. So when you do see red on flames, is in things that are darker. So it can cast red onto things, but you don't tend to see it in the flames itself. Does that make sense? So it can throw red. But you don't normally just see red in flames. Did I lose chat? Did I lose the chat? You guys asleep? Put everybody to sleep? Or are you just mesmerized by this OSL? Wow, look, it's glowing. Thanks, Dave. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to throw a wash of red down in these recesses. Just to create an even more intense red, glowy fire. And then we can push it back up. Okay. Well. I think that's enough for tonight. Mr. Vulkan. Next week we'll do the leather, and I might prime the cape. And then we'll do his last, like, detail-y stuff. His hammer and... his hammer. His dragon shoulder pad, his leather, his cape. 2 sessions? Probably, yeah, probably one more on him, and then we'll see how fast we can paint the base. 2, maybe 3. We'll see. We will see.